I know there are a decent amount of young people who watch these videos, but most people who watch this video are around my age, between, what is it, like 24 and 35, I think, is like the most people who watch. So there are a lot of young people who are being challenged by the system and told what they should or shouldn't do. And let me just assure you, the worst thing you can do is try and tell the kids they're becoming Nazis because they're making jokes. How do people not get this? The past generation rebels against, the new generation rebels against the past. If you're a teacher and you're sitting there with your, little professional clothes and your glasses and you're going, now listen here, kids, I don't want you putting that Nazi propaganda in my classroom. What do you think the kids are going to say? They're going to roll their eyes and go, oh my God, PewDiePie's not a Nazi. You're so dumb. Teacher is so dumb. She doesn't even do anything. She just sits there and talks about PewDiePie and like Nazis all day. And then they do the okay sign, and then they do memes. Why? Because that's counterculture. It's really funny. Paul Joseph Watson has repeatedly said that conservatism is the new counterculture. And like, I understand why he's saying that, but what's really happening is that mainstream press and pop culture is lame. Why would you want to be like the stocky old loser who's mad about everything all day? You come home and you were laughing with your friends and your friend told you a joke and then your mom's like, what did you just say? You go to your room this instant. No internet for a week. And then you're all angry like, mom is so dumb. And then you go to school and they're like, the children, they're sharing Nazi propaganda. Let's read the story. From Vice, how teachers are fighting the white nationalist brainwashing their students. Oh, geez. Oh, man. Welcome to 2019. This will get worse before it gets better. It will it. It used to be much easier to spot a budding Nazi in the classroom. Really? Or what world do these people live in? I feel bad for these kids, man. These kids are like, I want to go home and I want to play Fortnite. But PewDiePie plays Fortnite. Okay, I'll play Minecraft. Minecraft. That's the game the Nazi plays. What do they, and there's a story where they're claiming Nazis are recruiting kids through video games. What parallel, paranoid universe do you live in? Today it's more complex. Flanagan and other teachers say that white nationalism, anti-Semitism, and misogyny are creeping into their classrooms, often coded in ironic memes and symbols unfamiliar to most adults. Oh, my stars and garters, it is a neo-Nazi conspiracy. The kids are all Nazis. Man, I remember when, the past generation ragged. I remember when boomers were ragging on Gen X. And now, I don't know what Gen X is doing. I know millennials are offended by everything. Flanagan says she sees extremist messaging more often and more openly than she used to. But it's so much more subtle now, and there are so many more things to watch and listen for. For example, teachers described students flashing the okay sign in class. Maybe they're just saying okay, you crazy, crazy people. Which has been co-opted by online white supremacists. Oh, man. It's like, I feel like I'm reading The Onion, It's like, The Onion is real life now. Let's say there's a kid sitting across the room, and then one kid says something like, yo, let's go play Minecraft later, and the kid flashes like, okay, gives him the okay sign. And the teacher's going like, oh no, it's the Nazi sign. Oh, my kids. Others recalled their students changing their computer backgrounds to images of PewDiePie. They've done it. They've done it. I was joking. I didn't think they would actually go there. A popular YouTuber who's been accused of trafficking in racism and anti-Semitism. That's it. They're literally saying because the kids are fans of PewDiePie, that's proof they're being brainwashed by Nazis. It's the end. It's the end days. I think it's time to build a bunker and start prepping and buying beans. Just an endless supply of beans and then freeze them or whatever you gotta do to make sure they last forever, because when they literally start believing their own crap, well, we're doomed. See, what happens is somebody lies for political points. Somebody else sees the lie and thinks it's true, then regurgitates the lie to someone else, and it goes back to the original liar who then says, I thought that was a lie I made up. Oh, it's real. And now they're actually saying, because kids in school put PewDiePie as their background, that's proof they're being brainwashed by white supremacists. I just want to like flip my table over and just get up and walk out, and you'll never see me again. But you know what? It's still kind of funny, if not sad a little bit. Additionally, a slew of recently formed white nationalist groups cultivate a preppy aesthetic to blend into the mainstream. It's right-wing conspiracy theory, says Flanagan. It's subtle code speak. It's the symbols they use in their avatars in our online learning platforms. It's the links they associate with in their bios. Maybe it's you being a delusional, paranoid schizophrenic who's freaking out because some kids watch a dude on YouTube who happens to be the biggest individual YouTuber. Is that not at all surprising to you? The dude plays Minecraft where he has like a cow or something. I don't even know what PewDiePie's doing. Apparently he has a pet cow. Maybe I'm getting it wrong. What is it? Was Sven or something? Dude, I don't know anything about PewDiePie. All I know is kids think it's funny. And if you go and tell the kids they're Nazis because they're laughing about a Minecraft animal, they're gonna think you're insane. Completely insane. And then when you come out and say something else, it's like, look both ways before you cross the street. They're gonna go, you're nuts. I'm not taking your advice. So as classes have resumed across the country, teachers are coming to school armed with, quote, confronting white nationalism in schools toolkit. This is insane. Wow. I gotta say, wow. I thought this was a joke. I can't believe this is a real thing. Do you guys believe this? They actually have, what does this link go to? Let's open this website. What is this? What is it? Now available, confronting white nationalists in schools toolkit. From who? westernstatecenter.org. You have lost your mind, everyone. You have lost your mind. Oh my, wow. You know what's even crazier? Check this out. They talk about, where should I find it? They talk about how, like, to de-radicalize kids, they read about refugees and people. Here we go. Our teachers say they're using contemporary literature written from the perspectives of teen refugees or people of color to fight extremism through instilling empathy in the students. Okay. You're not doing what you think you're doing, man. Kids go out and get drunk and smoke and bang each other. And you're the authority figure slapping the ruler on the table being like, kids, stop it. Stop saying okay and watching PewDiePie. And the kids are going to be like, ha, I do what I want. I challenge the system. You are creating the problem you think you're fighting. But recognizing subtle expressions of white nationalism isn't the only challenge. They're also having to figure out when a student is being subversive just for the lulz versus when they're exhibiting symptoms of being radicalized or being violent. If you're a young person who watches my video, I'm sorry. I feel so bad for you. You know what I'm gonna do later? I'm gonna go ride on my skateboard. I'm gonna go buy a tube of cookie dough from the store, and I'm gonna get a thing of whipped cream, and I'm gonna ride around just whipped cream while eating cookie dough. You know why? Because I can do whatever I want as an adult, and nobody can tell me otherwise. So if somebody wants to come to me and say, you better not make the okay sign, kids, I'd be like, I'm gonna do whatever I want. Isn't this insane? Here we go. For example, a group of 9 middle schoolers in Ojai, California formed a human swastika on school grounds. I think the kids are Nazis. The kids are trolling you, dude. They're trying to make you mad on purpose. Most of the junior class at a high school in Wisconsin did Nazi salutes. What do you not understand? You know what I think's happening? There's an army of alien robots trying to take over our society, and regular people who make jokes and try to be provocative for fun are pushing back. Now, obviously, I'm kidding, but doesn't it feel that way sometimes? These people are like, why would the child draw a swastika on the ground of the school? I don't know, to piss you off? Because they're kids? Because kids do dumb things? What? Look, man, when I was a teenager, the kids like I didn't go to high school, by the way. I went for a couple months. But the kids would ditch school and then bring like Jack Daniels and get drunk. They would go smoke marijuana. Oh no, but that was an illegal drug. And we had DARE, you know, the DARE program, apparently that only made more kids do drugs. If you want to fight this stuff, calling kids Nazis for liking PewDiePie is the opposite of what you should be doing. If you want kids not to do it, start doing it yourself. Show up wearing a PewDiePie t-shirt and then put PewDiePie everywhere and the kids will be like, nah, man, I don't want to, that's weird. That's what like, you know, Mr. Smith does every day. What you know what you do? If you're a teacher and you don't like the kids watching PewDiePie, put a PewDiePie poster on the wall with the bro fist, and when they walk in, go bro fist everybody, PewDiePie. That's right. And they'll think you're a loser. They'll be like, what a weirdo trying to be cool. But guess what? They're not going to want to act like you. So then they're going to be like, nah, I don't know, but PewDiePie, I'm not going to do that, right? Instead, what do? They shriek and they give the kids what they want to hear. They tell the kids, you are challenging the system. You are challenging authority. Let me make a point. Last point. A lot of kids feel like they don't have control. Your parents tell you what you have to do, your teacher tells you what you have to do, and you do things you don't want to do all day. But what are you allowed to do? What do you have control over? You have control over the internet, the things you read on the internet to an extent, over what you watch, over the video games you play, in your personal time. You have control over the things beneath you. So when you're growing up and you have a teacher berating you and insulting you, and you have your parents telling you to just shut up and pass the class and do everything, you want something you can control. The teachers can get mad at you for making the okay sign. They can get mad at you for watching Pewdiepie, but they can't stop you from doing it. They can tell you to do your homework. Your parents can yell at you, and then you can watch Pewdiepie, and they can't take that away. I can't believe we're actually at a point where they're literally saying the kids are changing the backgrounds of their computers to images of Pewdiepie. Heavens, the worst thing I imagine that they could possibly do. Yeah, when I was younger, kids were doing heroin, but sure, whatever, images of Pewdiepie. Stick around. Next segment will be tomorrow at 10 a.m., podcast at 6:30 p.m. I will see you all next time.